That's the question you just answered inside of yourself. As we continued underway here on this Coyote Way, on this Coyote Medicine Show, don't you know? The happiness of your own heart coming into the flow, the redirection of the stream of life. Understanding the harmony, the gentleness of the current, the gentleness of our direction, the graciousness in all of our expressions of living beings that arrives along the banks of this river of love, through which we flow into the presence of all of that creation as the water of life, given in the purity of love that we are. Seeing ourselves this way sets us free of all poisons quite naturally, and anything that might be considered toxicity, including radiation. Don't be afraid, babies. Greet everything with this gracious heart of yours, and arise and be that which you truthfully are. The center love of creation, given in the star heart, the presence of the powerful being of creation. The human form of experience, expressed brilliantly by the very stars themselves, living in us quite naturally. The union, the awakening, the dissolving of the illusion of the many levels of love, the letting go of the misconception of the picture of life, that there was only a singular surface there, and seeing it in its beautiful and colorful multi-dimensionality. Life on the canvas of love, babies, and we've certainly learned to live it, haven't we? Yeah. Welcome home to the creation heart that lives within you. And me too, and all the rest of the presence around us. Ain't it sweet? Oh, babies. Now you're the fleet-footed ones, and always you will be. Here's a little William Two Feather, our old brother of the heart, traveling the world right now, man, and sharing his work of art, man. Well, here we go with just a little gracious step in his loving way. Get expressed right from the heart, babies, as always. Be so real within yourself, then. And, baby, you'll find some zeal you haven't felt before, some real expansion into the aware truth of your heart. Wow. Does it get any better than this? Reckon it will. Better tune in tomorrow for another exciting episode of The Coyote Medicine Show. Only on the Hazy Radio Network, don't you know? Because it's designed to help keep us in that flow. The sun that we see in the sky, that's the great projector of love that creates the life in which we live. It's the light. And you see it even in the night, in the stars, and in the moon, and within yourself, because that's when you become quite romantic, don't you see? And that sunlight begins to arise inside of you and inside of me. See, that's why we couldn't let go of the romantic mystery. That's where we held it. That's where we preserved it as the great eclipse came into being. You see, we were invaded in a way, but gosh, in another way, babies, we did it to ourselves. We created this whole reality. You know, we really are divine children at play. You know, in the playpen of love. You know, we've been given the tools, the directions, the flow, and said, well, okay, kids, here you go. And the parents do watch over us. We personified ourselves that way so we'd have some protection here, you know, so that if we got too far out of hand, because we know the potential here, boy, you can obliterate life. You can. But yet, it can never be obliterated. It's a continual thing. How do you put out the sun? You don't. The light is forever. It has been forever, and forever it shall be. So in a way, we're being called out of the playpen back into our reality, the one sun of love, the sun of the heart, the sun quite divine, which is the light that forever shines steadily, brightly into creation, because it loves to be so, because it loves to do so. Because we are the ones, and we are that one, all of us, everyone in humanity. But essentially in this pure group of love I call the Vibe Tribe right now, coming together. We're being called home, babies, back to the sun. And some of us think we're going to get our wings burned if we go there, because we have before. You just got to see through the fiery flames of hell, babies. You got to be willing to go there. Because it's an illusion too, you know. I mean, all of it. It's a projection from our ever-loving heart. A dream in which we've lived. You see how it works now? The sun is the great projector, and it's got a great filter over the front of it that distorts greatly the reality that we live in. The projection of it. And our personal self as well. That's why we could feel so isolated. See, it's a movie. We're in a grand theater of life. And we're actors in a grand play, man, a staging of which, you know, I keep saying it, but Francis Ford Coppola just weeps with tears of joy at the grandeur of it all. You know, I mean, babies, and so do we. We're beginning to see the magnificence of what we projected in here. You know, and we're being called back home to our point of origin. Our place of being. You call it the city of light. It's the city of love at the center of the heart. It's the vibe tribe. Rising up from amongst all the tattered shards of humanity. From all across this globe. And not everyone's listening to this show, but somehow they are in their heart always. They feel us each and every day as you and I unite and get it underway. We've taken flight. The emptiness, the hollowness, the aloneness. And the fear. What are we so afraid of? Why should we fear the sun coming alive inside of ourselves? Why should we fear ourselves rising in ascension? As we're literally drawn up from the earth into the skies around us, as we see it. That's the way we portray it. And gradually absorb into that sun. The only one. In everyone. That's the unity. That's the life that we see inside of you, inside of me, inside of all that be. The grand eagle has kept us alive. And so it shall be forevermore, alive, the old way undone, as we learn to live again, oh, in the great light of the sun. So says Grandpa here, quite poetically, yes, sir, indeed. On this Coyote Medicine Show, your morning wake-up call, don't you know? Oh, just hang on. We got a little bit more to add to this flow, baby. You just barely getting on the roll here on this medicine show. Grandpa coming back to life right along with you, babies. Ooh, do you feel it, man? Yeah. Don't hesitate, gravitate, man. Let yourself be pulled along, swept along by the sweet currents of life we call the spirit wind of love, man. Yeah, you feel its warm glow. It's the sun, bringing the winds alive once again. These old spirit winds we haven't felt for a long time. The spirit winds of creation, man, upon which the eagle do fly, and that's our heart too, babies. We're all in this together. Eagle, buffalo, coyote, humanity, we all joined as one. Creation is just having fun, having a blast, even though it knocked itself on the ass and thought it had killed itself 1 billion times over. Thank God it's just a playpen, a cartoon in which we live. And just like the old Roadrunner, man, and the old, Coyote too, we just keep getting up and running, baby. Nothing can stop us. It's a cartoon that goes on forever, and only now we're bringing it back to life. How? By regenerating ourselves in the sun. S-U-N, that shines in the sky, that shines in you and shines in I. The rock stars that fly. Oh, yes, indeed, boy. What do you know? It's all come and done here on Hazy Radio Network, babies. Oh, the rockin'est network you ever found since Grandpa Coyote and his little wake-up call be hanging around. Don't you see? Ooh, I'm so in love with you. Are you in love with me? We are the love, don't you see? Don't need that desperation anymore, do we? No, we just feel it and we flow with it, and that's what be. Simple as, and sweet too as it could ever be. Because we're so innocent. It's pure. It's life coming back to life. It's love. It's the Vibe Tribe united. Oh, darlings, don't you fear. It's only a moment and it's all gone.
tragic.
Coming back to life inside our dead old carcasses, man. These numb little things we called the human machines that kept us in motion. But oh my God, try to find some feeling in that ocean of unreality, man. It was kind of difficult, don't you see? And for some people, even now, as we rise up in the heart and begin to feel that sunrise inside, they fear this thing greatly, you know. Inside, they're fully identified with what you would call the egoic side of yourself. That which seems dark and deadly and doesn't care two hoots about anybody but itself, you know. It's just a selfish little turd that ain't quite learned that it already loves itself enough to grant itself everything, doesn't need to walk on anything or obliterate the reality because it's so full of bile and hate because somebody seems to have more than you do or takes your love away or whatever the hell it is that's at play, man. Quite the dramatic little roles we've chosen to play here, and we've really gotten into them, man. And because some of us are such role players, it's difficult to let go of the role, you know. Same way an actor regrets the end of a play, because it's like, God, no longer can they live in fantasy reality, you know. They got to come back to life and get a paycheck and go get drunk with the rest of the gang, man, and celebrate, you know. Get crazy, get loose, be free. Release the tragedy of the play from your heart, you know. Let yourself have this brand new start. And for some, that is a death. Because they cannot live without the play. They feed on it, you know. It's the soul of their heart in a way. It's the essence of their life, the acting. You know, the dramatic roles they can play, you know, in this spiritual way as well as in the heartfelt way too. But even obliterated completely, numb as a stone on the ground, yet feeling everything that stone does, because stones feel. Everything that's here is real. Everything is born of something that does feel. Even the stones on the ground and the atmosphere around and the great sun that shines. All is born of love. All is a feeling thing. And the sun right now is feeling rather warm towards its patron saints down here in the unreality, man. And it's kind of saying, well, it's all kind of coming undone because I'm going to shine because I'm the sun. And guess what? I'm the only one. And so is you and you and you and you. And it picks us all up and brings us in because we remember that's where we begin. The light. The love in our heart. The clear view of the blue star horizon as the illusion of the eclipsed sun dissolves away. The ball of flame, the fires of hell, that which we fear so greatly. Oh, our wings will melt for sure if we get too near the sun. Not realizing we already live there. We're the center heart of it, man. The very aspect of creation from which it begins. The tiny little pinhead of light. Assembled in several beings at the center of everything. Oh, we're dissolving away the illusions of reality. It is a death. Yeah, it's a transition. But you don't die and go out of your person. You let your presence, your person, become the life that surrounds you, that is you, that centers in you. You let yourself become the glowing sun. You dissolve into that one. And then you find your person, dancing delightfully with your person within the center of the sun, creating the light by which everything is done. It's always a triad, man. It's you and the one, and then it's the sun, the light from which life creates itself. See, in this old projected reality, we pass it on through generations, you know, because we couldn't keep it in ourselves long enough. You know, we could only take so much of this unreality. We had to get the hell out of here and go be real for a while. At least most of us. Some of us hung around and got more dour and sour as time went on. But everybody plays a role. It's okay. Whatever the way we play. But this is the day the fear of death come undone. Because you know it's not dying when we're joining with the sun. It's becoming the united one. The one heart, the one light, the one life, present in everything. The steady one, of which the mother's love, the nurturing love, brings forward life. It's a unified energy, steady and expansive, glowing like the flower in the sun after the freshness of a new rain. Just so God blessed happy to be alive and be shining in the sun and be in the fragrant one, and knowing that its fragrance and its beauty and its brilliance and its living color brings it all undone. Those that will take a waft of a little sniff of this, man, they're there. It's history. The unwinding of the divine mystery. The unreality given way to the presence of our ever-loving heart in every moment that we play. The actors off the stage in unity of love, the cast party of many lifetimes, drawn into it from the sun above, shining inside our heart. Yeah, indeed, babies, this is where we get to start. And like old Karen Carpenter sung in another song, it's only just begun. 'Cause we're remembering inside of ourselves that we're the one. The sun that shines in all life that is. Without the sun there is no one. No thing, no being, no person, no life, no living. It's all undone. And there's the sun, still shining. The planetary realities dissolve into the truth of creation. We are not individuated so much as it might seem. The Mother Earth and her stars that shine are within everything. See her as the center blue star now, see? The blue of her oceans unites with the blue of the sky and the blue of the sun, and clarifies it for everyone. Now you know why you can see. Now you know why you can be. And you can step beyond this fear that says you're dying here. Because you're just coming back to life for the first time in what seems like forever. Because of the sacrifice that you've made. And the price that you've paid again and again in service to other hearts at great price and personal peril to yourself. We've all done this. We're humans, and we do care about something somewhere, no matter how dirty and nasty we are in any life. We've always done the valorous thing at some time or another. We've always managed it. Our performance here then has been flawless. And we're lining up to get our Academy Awards, man. The girls are getting the slinky dresses out. The guys are like putting on the invisible tuxedos. Yep, babies, we're bare this time, man. Right to the bone. You can see right through us. We're the heart of love, and we're veiled no more in the eclipse that so contained our heart for such a violent and long time. Don't you see, the violence cannot be. Love doesn't allow it. Love moves in a smooth, soft motion with the steadiness of the sun, drawing us into the only one that is all of us as one, yet given as a person. Now you start to find the nuance in the words. The truth is always there, however veiled it might be. Person. Per the sun. You are the one. Get it? See, language is an unraveling mystery in itself, you know. It's a really dumbed-down way of communication. Yeah, you feel the energy, the vibe, the flow that goes beneath the language. The real language is of the heart. That's our real form of communication. The words just color in what our hearts are already beginning, or understanding, or communicating back and forth with one another. Because there is one heart in all that is. The mother love, the sun at the center of that mother love, the great steadiness that brings it all forward in unity. Mother Gaia is everything you live and everything you see. Born of the sun, S-U-N. The desire to be, the desire for life to create itself and experience itself. And know the glow of an ever-loving heart. Having denied itself greatly of its presence in this unreality, this unmovie in which we were given to be unliving and numb as a damn stone, man, yet feeling all of it. 'Cause stones ain't numb, and neither are we. Even in the coldness, we feel it. Oh, blessings, my baby, a sacred prayer for our resolution right here now, given in that mystical way from this mystical heart we call Grandpaw Coyote in this mystical way. On this mystical Thursday, yes, indeed, on the Hazy Radio Network. Yeah, see, we got the echo going on now, man. We're doing good. With the breath of life, I offer this prayer of transformation, the transformative fire that's invisible, yet becomes visible and seen as the purifier of the energy of living and the passion we're here to express in the steady light of our great sun. And Mother, you're the only one. Here we go, babies. We've just begun right here on this Coyote Medicine Show. It's rock and roll, don't you know? The kind you've been living for. Yeah. Dosed out in that coyote way by the kindest heart there could ever be. 'Cause that kind heart's not just in me. It's in you that I personify the life that be so graciously lived, you see. I can't take credit for humanity. It can't take credit for me. We're one, don't you see? All of us united. A heart of pure gold sunlight. Radiating live. I mean, here's old Mother and here's all her lovers hanging out, and you know, on her little skin, making her grin, man, and she's having such a great time of it now. 'Cause we stepped out of the illusion, and how? On this beautiful and clarifying day, after our moment of darkness, our moment of pain, we walked right through it and found the great gain. 'Cause in the pain was the illusion unraveled. And we found there was no pain, no empty pit of darkness. A creation of our brain, yeah, by the invader who sought to restrain creation. But yet was not an abomination, was just simply the absent presence of life given in a way that could not be, so that we could unravel our own divine mystery and see the brother and sisterhood of the darkest hearts, as well as those that shine so bright. See, because in the darkness is given the great daylight. That's why there's always a reflection of it somewhere in that darkness, as thick as it may be. There's always the light by which you see your way around. Oh, it's coming undone, baby, in the brightness of the sun. And if you think you can block it out, well, try again. There ain't no backing up. There's only being what we are right now, in this present moment of time. That is to see the fear and be real clear. Nothing to fear here. Just the divine presence of life. Dissolve away, be the sun, be the only one, and you find the one that you are. By giving up, you've given in to the presence of your truth. And you are that person magnified 1 billion times over. The greatest strength of love there could ever be. It's in you, it's in me, it's in all of us, don't you see? As we take our step forward and say, okay, this we be. How's that for a wake-up call, babies? Does that rock y'all?